Welcome to our deep dive into the K-1 Fiancé Visa process, with a special focus on navigating unpredictable timelines and third country processing. We will walk through the phases from I-129F to the interview, highlight the variability in waiting times, and outline proactive steps you can take while you wait. Along the way, we will include practical diagrams, comparisons, and quizzes to reinforce your understanding. Let us get started. First, we will start with a big picture overview. Next, we will cover Phase 1, including I-129F and the NOA-1 and NOA-2 milestones. Then, we will discuss timeline variability and how to track it effectively. After that, we will address third country processing essentials. Furthermore, we will detail preparation steps during the wait, including documents, finances, and the medical exam. In addition, we will visualize the process with multiple diagrams. Then, we will test your understanding with short quizzes. Finally, we will wrap up with key takeaways and a concise summary. To begin, the K-1 Fiancé Visa journey generally flows from filing the I-129F petition, receiving the NOA-1 receipt notice, waiting for the NOA-2 approval, and then proceeding to the National Visa Center, the medical exam, and the consular interview. This is the high-level structure that will guide the rest of our discussion. Before we go further, please note this is not legal advice. It is for educational purposes only. Requirements and procedures can change. Always verify current rules with USCIS, the U.S. Department of State, and the specific U.S. embassy or consulate that will process your case. If needed, consult a qualified immigration attorney for personalized guidance. Now, let us unpack Phase 1. First, you file the I-129F petition. Soon after, you should receive the NOA-1, also known as the I-797C receipt notice. This confirms USCIS accepted your petition. Next comes the most unpredictable period, the wait for NOA-2 approval. During this interval, some cases receive a request for evidence, or RFE. If you receive one, respond quickly and thoroughly to avoid additional delays. After approval, your case moves to the National Visa Center and then on to the consular interview stage. Moving on, the most controversial aspect is the unpredictability of processing times. Historically, NOA-2 approvals can range from about 6 months to over 18 months. Service center workload heavily influences this timeline. Therefore, do not rely solely on generalized government estimates. Instead, supplement your understanding with immigration community tracking sites, where applicants share real-time data. While unofficial, these trackers provide a more granular view of current processing speeds. Next, let us compare home country processing with third country processing. Processing in the home country offers familiarity with local procedures, easier access to civil documents, and guaranteed consular jurisdiction, though queues may be longer. By contrast, third country processing may offer faster appointments in some locations. However, it requires proving legal residency or status in the processing country, and confirming that the consulate will accept jurisdiction. This route also often involves additional documentation to establish legal domiciles at the time of the interview. Continuing, if you plan to process in a third country, confirm early that the U.S. Embassy or consulate will accept jurisdiction for your case. Simultaneously, maintain impeccable legal status in that country. At the interview, be prepared to show robust proof of domicile, such as residency permits, leases, utility bills, relevant entry stamps, and identification. Additionally, prepare contingency plans in case jurisdiction is declined, which could require transferring to your home country post. Moreover, it helps to organize your proof of legal status in a structured way. This mind map illustrates common categories: residency evidence such as permits and lease or utility bills, employment items like a work visa, an employer letter, and pay slips, identity documents such as a passport and national identification, and consular-related materials like emails confirming jurisdiction and appointment confirmations. Structuring documents this way ensures efficient retrievals at crucial moments. Meanwhile, use the waiting period productively. First, gather civil documents, including long-form birth certificates, necessary translations, and police certificates from every country where the applicant lived for 6 months or more after age 16. Second, prepare financial evidence for the Affidavit of Support, including recent tax transcripts, W-2s, and evidence of assets meeting applicable poverty guidelines. Third, research the designated panel physician, vaccination requirements, and costs so you can book immediately after your case moves to the consulate. Next, compile relationship evidence, such as petition copies, photos, communication logs, and travel records. Also, confirm logistical details, like passport validity and consistent address history. Additionally, prepare backup strategies for jurisdiction issues and appointment availability. Finally, track your progress in a spreadsheet and monitor community timelines to stay informed. To turn preparation into momentum, follow these 7 steps. First, create a master list of documents with their expiration dates. Second, order police certificates early and verify the validity period required by your intended consulate. Third, obtain IRS tax transcripts and gather W-2s or 1099s for the financial support form. Fourth, email the consulate to confirm it will accept jurisdiction for a third country case. Fifth, identify the panel physician and pre-fill any available forms to accelerate scheduling. Sixth, assemble interview-ready binders for both the petitioner and beneficiaries. Seventh, design a week-by-week plan that triggers immediately after NOA2 so you reduce idle time. Additionally, here is a quick comparison of timeline sources. Official USCIS processing times provide authoritative high-level estimates by service center, but they are not granular and may lag behind current conditions. Community trackers provide crowdsourced, real-time data that reveal trends and typical timelines, yet they are unofficial and vary in data quality. Finally, your personal spreadsheet captures your specific milestones and helps you plan actions, but it requires consistent updating. Next, the medical exam can become a bottleneck if not handled proactively. Identify the designated panel physician early. Confirm vaccination requirements and associated costs for that clinic. As soon as you receive your case transfer notice, book the earliest appointment. On the day, bring the correct identification, photos, and prior vaccination records to avoid repeat visits or delays. This timeline diagram displays the end-to-end K-1 journey. First is the petition section, with the I-129F filing at day 0 and NOA1 around week 2. Then, the waiting section highlights a variable duration for NOA2 that can extend from 6 months to over 18 months. After approval, the post-approval section shows NVC case creation, typically 2 to 6 weeks, followed by the medical exam and consular interview, which often take 2 to 8 weeks. Finally, the K-1 visa is issued, assuming all requirements are satisfied. Quiz time. Which statement best reflects how to handle timeline uncertainty for NOA2? Option A. Rely only on official USCIS estimates. Option B. Use both official estimates and community trackers for a granular view. Option C. Ignore timelines and wait for the consulate to contact you. Option D. Switch service centers to speed things up. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to use both official estimates and community trackers for a granular view. Official data provides authoritative baselines, while community trackers can reveal real-time trends and variability that help you plan more effectively. Second quiz. If processing in a third country, which two are essential? Option A. Proof of relationship only. Option B. Maintaining legal status in the processing country. Option C. The consulate's confirmation it accepts jurisdiction. Option D. Skipping police certificates until interview day. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct choices are maintaining legal status in the processing country and obtaining the consulate's confirmation that it accepts jurisdiction. These are foundational for third country processing and help prevent avoidable delays or refusals. To recap the most important points, NOA1 marks the beginning. NOA2 timing is highly variable. Combine official estimates with community trackers to gain a more accurate picture. Third country processing demands both lawful status and explicit jurisdiction acceptance. Use the waiting period to prepare civil documents, financial evidence, and medical steps. Book the medical exam quickly to avoid delays. Finally, maintain contingency plans for jurisdiction or scheduling issues. In summary, the path is file the I-129F, receive NOA-1, endure a variable wait for NOA-2, and then proceed through NVC, the medical exam, and the interview. Expect variability and track it using both official and community sources. Confirm third country jurisdiction early and maintain impeccable legal status. Prepare civil, financial, and medical items before approval so you can move quickly after NOA-2. Acting promptly can significantly reduce the overall timeline. Thank you for watching. If this video was helpful, please like it, share it with someone on the K-1 journey, and subscribe for more immigration content. In the comments, tell us your country pair and where you are processing your case. We look forward to hearing your experiences and questions.